Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm Personal, and today we're back with some more Hades 2, as it has been a while. It has been a while indeed. I mean, more or less just because I'm kind of busy with this stuff, kind of putting certain things off, yada yada, usual stuff like that, you know. Normal things. Bear with me a second. I need to... Yeah, just messing around with some settings behind the scene there. Sorry, that's my fault. I don't know. Stuff just feels choppy for me, and don't know.
My disciples and I all salute you on account of having made it up to the big mountain, young one. Back when we drew breath, we could only dream of those hallowed heights.
I appreciate the encouragement, Commander, but I've got a bit of a climb still. The legions of Kronos are there in droves, and the mountain's defenses can't tell us apart.
Surely you jest. The mechanical marvels wrought by the gods themselves turned their deadly appendages on you? When you went all that way to help them out?
Basically, yes.
Yep.
That's too bad.
That it is.
This one.
Ooh, no, we can actually use the fist this time around to actually get stuff and then head down with that. We've also got to pick up something as my
Everything's
first.
in order?
Do the same thing I always do, right? And let's head on down. Do we have anything I need to beat down this way? Or are they all upwards? No, I have to beat him with this weapon. Guess no testaments it is. None it is.
Not, hence I go.
But yeah,
Raining again.
we got some time off work, which will be nice.
Somewhere around those parts, don't you, dearie? Well, since it seems a little cold out there tonight, why don't we make some temperature adjustments here?
Thank you, Hessia. Attack special restore. My attacks inflict scorch. I do like inflicting scorch on my attacks. But warm gain is pretty good to restore stuff as well. Seeing as the fact that we want to be using our rockets. Maybe get my special to have it. That'd be kind of nice, right? My special. But yeah, been not doing very much, although we had some very delightful news. Over the weekend, which kind of prevented me from making an upload. But it's kind of nice, though, we've receiving that news, though it will be kind of like kept secret from everyone for quite some time, which is going to be absolutely blooming hilarious. It's one of the things where I kind of relate this back to you know, why you tend to do things, right? So essentially we got a secret at the moment, which the whole reason it's a secret is because the fact that kind of some people want to do a particular thing their own way without any interference from other people, right? Like that's the whole reason for it. So because they want to do it their own way, they kind of kept it a secret from everyone else around them, which means that some people are not going to be very happy about that. And attacks inflict scorch. Yeah, we could just rarefy that and that'd be good enough, right?
Ready?
Yeah, why not?
Getting warmer.
Let's take the weapon upgrade. So yeah, to me it's going to be like hilarious, right? And I'm going to find it hilarious, and they're going to find it hilarious, but the people that are a bit old-fashioned aren't going to be very happy with it, right? And that's what's going to make it absolutely funny for us all. We're going to find it a very entertaining process and, you know, keeping it a secret. Attacks have plus until damage knowledge rare. Pretty good. Reload in 3 seconds. Interesting. Or fires 5 shots. Your dash strike hits +3 at times. Now, my dash strike is actually something where I can stack up. Yeah. Because I can stack up the Scorch on them with that, right? We've got now a hyper uppercut. This is great news. This is really great news. Oh, let's go see Arachne. Why not? Ooh, mushrooms. I think these are only just useful for selling, but still, I don't know what to do with them. I can't get rid of stuff.
I know you don't know what to say, my friend, but I want you to know you don't have to say anything at all. In fact, I'd rather that you didn't right now. Be safe out there, all right?
I'm sorry, Arachne. Wait, is it? Oh no, just more gold seems pretty good. Although I would like the fabric, but more gold. I can't give her anything. Shop. No, we'll take the upgrade. Why not? Okay, so we've got to take these guys out first. So there we go. That guy's dead. That guy's now dead. I'm assuming that one is dead now, right? Because it's got so much Scorch on them.
The shadows dissipate.
Am I mistaken, Witchy? Are you bearing Zinc the Black Bloody Coat? Wearing it, I should say. Heard how it's put together, but I've never seen it for myself. Let's see what they can do.
Oh, yes. Your special, okay, deal a blast. Your cast deals damage in 3 successions. Your attacks deal bonus to armor. Actually, the bonus to armor is pretty good. I might take that. Like, this is really good, and I do like it. But the Molten Touch, because if I do get, like, the fire bonus thing, that'd be really useful.
Thank the fates.
So, yeah, we've got, like... We've got that kind of little bit of a secret ongoing at the moment, which is going to be great fun, right? Ooh. We can bond with the bird!
I got you something. If this treat is to your liking, then it means we share a bond. I do. Rocky, pleased to meet you. Let us protect each other from now on.
We've got another familiar!
Crossroads.
We've got another one! Let's go get money. That is so good. Just because of the fact that I can just go into a group of people, uppercut, and just annihilate everyone, right? The fact that it hits 4 times in total is brilliant. I am noticing some choppiness in my frames, and I think that might be due to some other stuff behind the scenes. I guess we'll take the bones. Why not? The bones more useful, right? I think. Maybe.
There you are.
No. I'm not
Got here
happy.
well before you did. Cleaned up too. Makes you mad, I know. Don't hold back. Let's see how strong you really are.
I don't want to fight you, Nemesis. I don't even want to speak with you right now.
Not asking you to fight me. Asking you to hit me. See if you can even make me budge. It'll be worth your while. Let me have it.
Really? I couldn't even deal the damage. That's annoying.
Oh, come on. That was bad.
Well, I tried my best. Come on, that's like not exactly fair. Yeah, we'll take this route because like double boons. I haven't seen one of these in this in a while.
Choose one, spurn the other. A warding circle.
Well, isn't that sweet?
Take this. Ooh, molten touch. What is the molten touch? Molten touch. Oh, it just gets rid of the armor and stuff. But I get more life and things. No. I think we just reroll these, right?
Let's do it.
Special inflict scorch. Do like that. No, the scorch rate being burned faster is just so much better here.
Next I offer you protection, Witchy. It'd be wise to take me up on it.
Let's take it easy now. He wants a fight, does he?
Kind of interesting, I will admit, the reason why they end up fighting over stuff, right? It's weird that gods are petty enough to be like, ah, no, you didn't pick my boon over someone else's.
Been working on my younger issues. Can't blow me top like some of the others here.
Foes cannot knock me away. Yeah, we'll take that actually. Mass amount of armor keeps up my usual armor rating. Nothing around here. And then I guess we're taking the shop and seeing what we get from here. Another mushroom.
A death cap.
Although, some mana. Some of those. And this.
Accept this message.
Special soot sprint. Seems interesting, not really. We'll reroll.
Sure, why not?
None of those are really that good. Heavy metal. Oh, what is heavy metal? Is that the one I just picked up? Yeah, I'm not giving that up just to get like that. And none of these are worthwhile unless they actually have something decent. I will reroll that again because there's nothing good. Okay, specials. Plus 50 Scorch. Nah. I guess we'll take that. Maybe we can like get rid of it to get something better later.
Here goes.
Fresh as rain. I scarce believe my eyes. Seen that little cat about these woods? You have persuaded her to follow you.
Yep. I wonder if you can upgrade them.
Tula did take some convincing, headmistress, but she seems to appreciate my company, at least most of the time.
Moody creatures, cats. Born huntresses, but uncontrollable. I almost fear to see just what this little one can do. With hounds, at least I know exactly where I stand.
Very interesting. She's a dog person. I don't know. I mean, I would class myself as a dog person, but I think I might have mentioned this before. Like, I get along with all the animals quite well, like any animals. So I don't really have a preference to like one or the other. You know? I enjoy all their company, is what I would say. I have no particular preference to one or the other. Right? I got cursed. Tried avoiding it, but... You have to be a sheep for a day. Okay. That should be all of them, right? I do like the stacking of the at the Scorch this way, and the fact that it's like 50% like improvement on dealing the damage, right, is so good. Like, I think we got a build on our hands if I'm smart enough to actually play it.
Your enemies beyond succumb to you as readily. Return to Shadow now.
We'll take that and let's move on. Let's move on. Is he waiting? Of course he is.
I like your dress.
Next up, I guess we really want Zeus's boon, don't we, next? Kind of to complement stuff. But if we're going for, like, yeah, Hephaestus anyway, like, we might as well just pick his stuff up and see what we can go from there.
Fine choice.
I can't access that yet.
Little one, do not presume to think your movements are invisible to me. I see you plainly where you stand. A trespass for which you shall suffer, although regrettably not by my hand right now. Not yet.
Oh, do not worry. You will suffer. Oh, next boon increase rarity, we'll take that. And then mine some more moonstone. Let's move on. But yeah, it is a weird thing to think that like, I'm a person who thinks, like, you know, stuff is always, like, you know, can be part of tradition and stuff, but then other things will always change over time, and it's that kind of point where people don't want to accept the change in tradition that becomes really annoying and hard to deal with, right? Which I know will affect, like, the choices made for this entire secret and stuff in some way. Okay, it's not like a bad thing, it's like a really good thing still, but people will try to make something that's not about them, and they always do. Right? Like, we all know you got friends and stuff and things like that that kind of do the same sort of thing, right? Everything that happens is always because, like, it's either an affront to them or because of them, right? Like, it's never just as simple as, like, it just being normal. It has to be, like, you know, it's kind of like, oh yeah, it's always to do about them. They have to be the circle of, you know, the center of attention and everything else as well.
Man, like, damn. Suitors.
Seems a bit confused.
Look, I have done a lot of thinking, and I've started thinking maybe that these waters aren't going to clear up after all. I even checked a different spot, and sure enough, same thing.
Forget the waters for a moment. Something's going on with you. Though whether you've done this to yourself or someone else has, I can't say. Have you been clinging to feelings of guilt, resentment, that sort of thing?
No way. I have never been better. Except when the waters were clear. I have never experienced feelings of guilt or resentment in my life. Unless you mean, well,
he will tell us. Oh, I guess we'll take this then.
Thank you.
Right. You get a boon plus a random seed. Ooh. Cast inflict scorch. My Corpse Flames are slain. They do that. Yeah, actually. That's quite a lot extra DPS. I like that one, but the Smoldering Ring is way too good to pass up. So just move on.
In you go.
Can I give you a gift? I can give you a gift. Let's give you a gift.
oh, how thoughtful and all that. You dummy, though. Don't you realize I'm just gonna add this to the pile with the rest, so that some other would-be suitor ends up taking it?
Sure, it's a gift. You get to decide what to do with it. Perhaps one of those other would-be suitors would enjoy it if that's what you want.
So funny. I mean, I will admit, this is one of the best Scorch builds I've ever got set up, right? Like, one of the best Scorch builds I've ever got set up. Yeah, give me some gold. Why not?
My father's name.
They're dead now. They should be dead. Cool.
Now to the matter at hand.
I will take my gold and be on my way. And it's a boss fight with an upgraded boon on that, because that's an upgrade and upgrade. But yeah, it's just kind of funny, right? That like everyone always wants to have like the last say and stuff, and always be like the center of the attention and things like that. Even though it's something is not to do with them, but they always take like something as like an, you know, they always say like it as an insult to them, or you know. Armor gain at locations. Get bonus on that. Dash occasionally. Create a blast 100 damage to nearby foes. Give me armor though. I do like that. But then extra stuff on 30% on that would be pretty good as well. Is that more in the long run? Now the reusable shield means I can always take more damage, right? Do that. Do sacrifice some health to go down this way. We'll just take the bone. Now we'll go down here. I've got to see chaos as much as I can, right? Ooh, some darkness. And let's give him a gift.
You can sense my motive in giving you this. Sometimes we simply feel an impulse to express our admiration. Knowing how important your whims are to you, surely you understand.
Europeans often demand tribute from their worshippers, do they not? Their custom, perhaps, but not mine. I merely ask that you honor our arrangement in perpetuity. Neither shall I reject your offering.
I was always thinking, I'm not too sure what to think about chaos.
I know what it is like to meet one's creator, but you may and perhaps have. The father is no longer in his residence. I sense much has changed. If he is not far from here, perhaps I shall assist you in locating him.
Next for encounters, move and sprint is slower. My channels will be faster later down the line. Flex fire counters, like to damage from stun, those get more health. Next counters, dashes, use 5 mana if I have it. And then my sprint is faster. I guess we'll take the slothful revelation. So we're just generally slower, but that won't really matter in the long run, I don't think. But yeah, no, it's weird. I mean, I kind of like how Chaos looks in this game. But at the same time, I think Chaos kind of, like, given that sort of, like, more human-like form, made them kind of less...
I'll keep them busy for you.
Like, you know, like, what's the word? Like, they have less mystique about them, right? They're less primordial, they're more found in the creations that they created, kind of thing, right?
Nice shot.
Which just kind of seems a bit weird to me. Mainly because of the fact that I always believe, like, if you got, like, a massive creature, they kind of wouldn't have an ego to make things in their own image. That's not taken in a bad way, I'm just saying.
Olympus started running a little low on this stuff. I'll be sure to lord it over the others, as long as you don't mind me exploiting your good graces.
I don't recall anything about exploiting one another's good graces in the bylaws of the Silver Sisters, so you should be fine. May you enjoy it either way.
That massive Cyclops Polyphemus. Saw him fast asleep the other night. then you were able to sneak up and incapacitate him, just like that. I stay far downwind of him myself.
I'm tempted to just
I thought you would
smile
say
and nod
upwind,
through
but
this one, Artemis. But my dealings with the Cyclops haven't involved much stealth. Though at least I can get past him at this point.
And how do you get through the rift beyond the docks? You swim? Used to like doing things the hard way. The only way.
What's wrong with that? Foes with at least 80% health or armor take critical damage. Interesting. Spawning arrows, though. That seems interesting.
Farewell for now.
Ooh, what's this?
Show yourself by the light of the moon.
Ooh. Okay, so I should be alright. That should be kill, yeah.
This is our monument.
Interesting. Just increase your max magic like that. I think I now got to face off against the boss after this one. Yeah. Let's take this first. Can't reroll. So I guess we'll just take this for the soot sprint, the armor, and a random upgrade.
What's everybody queuing for?
An interesting slowness I'm gonna have all through this. Yeah.
What is she wearing? Oh, it's only you. Not just another one of those sailors we've been seeing more and more of lately here. Look at this crowd. We've been causing a real stir.
Perhaps those sailors are just remnants of the sunken fleet that Kronos sends against the gods. I've had my scuffles with them recently.
Oh, no, I don't think so, lady. Our fame is due to good old-fashioned word of mouth. And there is nothing you can do to stop it now.
Oh, I love Skilla. Which is kind of funny, because like that is her entire character is being one of the being one of the sirens, right? I will say I'm still listening to this music, right? Like, generally, it is a banger in my opinion. Will that hit them? No.
You're such a mess. That little dress looks like it's from the good.
But yeah, I just... Oh, God. Like, it is just so good, right? I guess I lost my thing now. But yeah, what else is like weird stuff that's been happening recently? Oh yeah. The interesting philosophy of people not realizing the mistakes and blaming everything else on others. Right? Like I've seen it in many companies recently of and just like doing contracts and stuff. Like, I don't want to be mean about it, right? But I've been stuck in meetings and stuff with people, and I ask them questions on stuff that is pretty basic for, like, what their job role is, and they just can't answer it. And, like, I don't want to be mean. Like, I really don't want to be mean, because just being mean is not nice, right? Turns the next common boon of yours into a relic. Interesting. Less of 10 encounters. Interesting, interesting. Don't really care about that. Should we try... No, we don't need any more upgrades, I don't think. Got the stars stuff. More money. Health restore. Don't need that. That's about the Guardian things. Which I guess we might as well take, right?
That one.
I'll take that for now. Try and get some of them leveled up.
Go on, Tula.
Like, I generally don't want to be mean about it, right?
Victory.
Because...
It's a chitin.
What we got on here? Eh. Actually, it's not speed. Yeah, I moved 20% faster. Thank you very much. That might actually help me slow. my slow down a little bit. But, like... It's really annoying to deal... Like, especially when when I take on jobs and requests and stuff for people that kind of don't really know what they're actually requesting. So normally before I take on jobs and stuff, I normally kind of like talk with the employers and stuff to get an idea of like what the request is, what they want, and stuff like that. And with me having this like week off from my current work, I was like, well, you know, maybe I could pick some stuff up and things like that, and was like, you know, this would be a great time for me to, you know, maybe just get that little bit of extra amount of work in, right? So essentially, I kind of, you know, got in contact, got some connections and stuff, and, you know, requested kind of like, what's the work, what does it entail?
And now Prometheus are back to haunt us, all because we failed to get rid of them back when we had a chance. Who next, I wonder? You witches rarely need to come up with a means to dispense with the mortals for good.
Ooh. When you have at least 3, all your common boons gain rarity. Do I have that already? Not yet, but I could easily get that.
The sacred bond.
But yeah, so I kind of was in a discussion with a group of people, right? And normally I ask for like, you know, higher ups and managers to be part of the call as well, just so we can kind of get an idea of like what is needed, what's requested. So what ends up being part of the call is the person I'm going to be basically directly in contact with, because like they're going to be my first point of call. The normal like head of everything, because they're the ones technically paying my paycheck.
Going to be a problem.
You know, you got to have the man that's paying your paycheck understand what needs to be done and everything else as well. Which sometimes they know it, sometimes they don't. I'm not really going to argue on that point.
Must have been my chaos spoon just then.
It doesn't really bother me. We'll do this again.
To you, Selene. I never feel lost knowing the moon herself is there to help me find my path.
You are most kind to honor me this way. It doubtless shall sustain my steeds and me on long nights such as these. You have our thanks.
No worries.
I draw you down, O moon. Lend me your light.
Blackwing Daris has become an obstacle. She sometimes flies across my path, thus startling my steeds. I am the Eye of Night, yet cannot see much worth in her at all.
Sick burn.
The choice is yours.
Actually, take the phase shift, because that way we can hopefully remove all those stuff as well.
I can find
Yeah, prophecy fulfilled. No, we're not going to face the boss on that one. Carry on though. So yeah, there's and then like I normally will ask for at least like 2 people, plus then someone that is a professional.
the bow.
So when I mean that, I mean like someone that actually knows what's going on with the whole project and stuff. So almost like a project lead, but like sometimes when I specify that, they don't really know what I mean when I say it. So it's someone that's got the the technical know-how to actually answer questions that I may come up with, right? So we'll say it now. I will come up with dumb questions. Yeah, let's take that. Charge on the hex. Minus 5 damage. During your hex move faster. Your location starts with another 40% charge. It's pretty good. Right? So I will tend to ask like dumb questions because one, I feel like if I don't ask them, I probably won't really understand what the whole intent is behind a project or stuff like that, like what they actually want me to design or set up or when I get around, and also like how I'm going to get like access to this sort of stuff and things like that as well. So having someone behind the scenes that kind of really you know knows all the technical stuff, probably better than me in some cases, right, is a real help. The problem is like they'll end up recently been putting people that are supposedly meant to know the technical stuff in these calls, and they couldn't answer basic IT questions, right? Attack speed fast, kind of meh. Recharge attack power, interesting. I like this one. Let's try this one out.
The power of Kasynth.
So if I block attacks with that, I should be able to get like a special upgrade for it, right? Just take that, let's move on. And the problem when stuff like that ends up happening, I'm kind of like, well, if this is the person you believe knows more about this than anyone else out there, like you've generally dragged them into this conversation to say this.
Closer to Cerberus. Cerberus. You know him. Massive triple-headed monster elsewhere in these fields. He's not supposed to be here, and it's made him very angry, poor dog. Angry poor dog. Angry poor dog. Poor dog. Poor dog.
Good old Echo. I mean, I could take the Psyche, choose one between 3 routes from the previous night. We'll just take this one.
Thank you, my friend. My friend.
That gives me a nice upgrade. Plus, we got something else from, you know, the other side. And yeah, I guess we'll go for the stars and stuff, because that seems pretty good. Plus the money for the shop and things. So yeah, I'm a little bit on the
Here they come.
on the side where it's kind of like, well, if these are the people that you say that you trust to kind of like essentially run your company, right? Like, I am debating whether your company is even standing if you believe like these are meant to be your experts and stuff, right? Like it happens way too much, and I'm like, no, like the wage you're offering to me to complete this, right, just shows just kind of like the lack of, I wouldn't say lack of knowledge they have, but more like you generally didn't know how bad it was. So now you're just kind of like throwing money at the problem to try and fix the issue, right? Let's use this. I might as well use it because I haven't used it in ages, right? And, like, I really do then start feeling sorry for the people that actually work for these companies. like I'll sit there and like I'll request some access to some files or something like that, and they'll be like, oh yeah, you need to talk to so and so because they're the owner of that file or whatever, or that data set. I'm like, okay, fine. And then like I start talking to them, like, hey, I gotta access these files, or I've accessed them. They go, yeah, it's just absolutely fine. Why you come to me ask about it? Like I was told that I have to talk to you, and then like, oh no, you can just like if they say it's okay, you can do it. I'm like, I know that's like a small thing, but it's just, it kind of like points out to me like they don't really know like sometimes who's in charge of stuff or who owns things. I literally had like, this is a while back now, on one project where some guy literally turned around and told me, he's like, oh yeah, by the way, like I understand you're just joining on to help out and stuff, just so you're aware, like the rest of us are kind of handed our 2 weeks notice in. And I was just like, oh, okay. Nice to know. I know, and I obviously, you know, I say, it's like, is any reason? I turn around and say, it's like, well, yeah, because no one knows how to do the job. And it's like, oh, okay. I see. And I was just like, and you're telling me this, why?
Hail, boatman.
You've been swept up in some of our little disagreements here, young lady. We all wish to bestow our favor and should not be fighting over who gets to go first. Yet our pride is not so delicate as it may seem, and we always stand together in the end.
In the end, yeah, but you cause problems all the way through until then. Aim cast, struck by lightning bolt. That's just pretty good for what we're trying to do, right? Yeah. I would take that, actually. Buy that, buy that. Let's move on. Okay, Serby, let's take you out. Still need some playtime.
Don't take your sorrow out on me.
So yeah, I have been dealing with that recently, which was a very delightful conversation with their manager and everyone else afterwards. Been like, yeah, if you guys don't know what you need to be done, how am I meant to know what to do for this project, right? Which they probably kind of looked at me and like, but that's why we're hiring you. I'm like, yeah, it is, but you guys don't know what you want, so how am I meant to know what you want and what I'm meant to provide, right? They kind of looked at me like I was the one in the wrong. And I was like, no. Like, you know, it's like, I kind of get why they're hiring me, right? Because they're basically looking for someone to basically take the shortfall. And I had it once where one company decided that they wanted to blame me for why their projects weren't being done on time. Which is why I also asked for like a copy of their current timescale and where they are, where they're sat, what's going on with stuff. And most of them can't provide it, or they will provide it, but it'll be not what is actually happening. Which is always very interesting when you get stuff like that, right? I think one of my favorite ones was I got given the whole project deadlines and stuff, and even before they all started, they were already 3 months behind. Already 3 months behind, and they hadn't even started yet. And of course, as I do when it's stuff like that, I ask, like, hey, what's my responsibilities? What's the expectation that I'm meant to do? All that jazz, right? And like they couldn't really give a clear action. I was like, well, then why are you hiring me? And I just kind of was like, yeah.
All mattered still with gaping souls. The Hound of Hell, nevertheless, seems satisfied.
So I've been staying away from a lot of the work from that. It only recently got back in my mind because I got an email being like, you know, they really appreciate if I give some help in hand. And I was like, can you provide me with the information I provided, and
this is it.
So I can actually understand what is required and things like that. Like, if I'm just there to help out with documentation, that's fine, but I need to know exactly what documentation you kind of want me to provide and generate and that sort of stuff, right?
Should keep me company.
Let's take the tooth. The tooth for the final fight. We'll take that. And we don't want to sign anything for now. But yeah, I'm kind of switched on when it comes to stuff like that, like seeing the warning signs for stuff, because, like, as I said, like, I only really pick up jobs when I need, like, when I got nothing better to do, or where I could do with the extra bit of cash, right? So it's not like it's a full-time income, and I'm fairly cheap for what I do, because I'll only do, like, maybe, like, a week's worth of work and stuff to help them out with, like, certain levels of support.
Stop her.
At least that's like what my plan is most of the time. Is just like come in, do a week's worth of servicing and reports and stuff, and like training maybe in some cases if that is also something that is required. And then we just go through all the stuff and then be like, okay, now we're all done here, right? And then it's either yes or no. You'd be surprised on just like, I don't know whether it is, but for some odd reason, I don't mean about it, it's always a certain type of person that seems to cause these issues. Will you let me pet you?
Three-headed Cerberus permits none approach, neither him nor his master.
Stay back.
Oh,
Got it.
I want to pet you.
Daughter, answer me something. How is it that the Titan's armies are well organized enough to siege Olympus, when the Titan himself cowers here in Tartarus?
We have another Titan to contend with there. Prometheus is leading the attack. I don't know how exactly he got free, or what he truly wants, other than vengeance on the gods.
Is vengeance on the gods an insufficient desire in itself? I wanted nothing to do with his sentencing, but your Lord Uncle Zeus, he really would always claim that he could fashion more creative punishments than I.
Huh. So you had an argument between the two of you over which one should be. Go dark. Let's go dark.
It is done. Now go.
Yeah, I'm kind of, It's just really annoying, right, and frustrating to see it, because, like, quite clearly these people didn't get the job because of they were good at what they did, right? Like, it's very obviously clear that is the reason. Like, they got the job because of, like, some sort of politics or something else as well. And I'm like, thinking to it, like, this is meant to be a company that you really generally care about and you want to make profits, and yet you don't have the workforce to actually accomplish anything here. Like, the only reason you're getting me to do this stuff is because either I've worked with you in the past, or you've heard through other connections that I can, like, accomplish this stuff very quickly. And I'm cheap. The cheap thing, I think, is the one that really gets me a lot of work sometimes. Ooh. Like, 'cause I will admit, I do tend to, undervalued jobs a lot of the time, but it's more or less because I just want something to do that I end up doing that, right? I know I shouldn't, and I've been told off for it a few times.
One left.
It's not like I do it in a bad way, it's just more the fact that it's like sometimes I just want something to do, right? What is this? Ooh. Should we take that on? Should we take that on? There, why not?
Think you can catch me?
Okay, you're dead. Oh, really? Mind you, looking at it, I think, yeah, we got more foes, so it's not like it's that bad.
Not as unseen as I would like. Onion.
You got an onion. Although a boss, yeah, we could face a boss off. Why not?
One of the leaders of the Sata cult.
So yeah, that's kind of been getting a little bit on my under my skin at the moment. It's mainly just because of the fact that like, I generally work hard, right? To either create connections or like set up stuff to do the jobs that I do, right? And then I notice then that people that quite clearly have no skills and are getting in better positions than myself without any effort whatsoever. Play Firewall, Wind Scorch, Plain Foes. No, we'll take the 90 rather than the 100 here. Ooh, lots of upgrades we go for. Or just keep, no, take lots of upgrades, why not? Like, I don't want to take it away from people that can do the job, but maybe just have a bit of lacking knowledge or stuff like that, because that's very obvious, because they'll be really good at, like, one particular thing, and, like, terrible at others, but, like, I've come across too many people that just don't know the bare bone basics, and I'm like... I've kind of reached a point now where it's just, like, it's kind of now ridiculous. Like, I genuinely wonder how much these companies actually stay afloat, and... Also... how they're not being sued by their shareholders. Ooh. It's a 30 armor. Yeah, why not?
Set.
Right?
Marble.
Might as well go down this way as well. Maybe we can get like another rock. Estia straight off the bat. Infusion. Yes, please. On slow cooker.
Beware of angering me thus, my dear. You'll find I have an excellent memory.
You gonna let bygones be bygones, though?
Now she's upset.
So yeah, that's kind of like been some of the stuff that's been annoying me recently, right? And like I know I hate being negative, Nancy, but I'm sorry, if I was if I was a shareholder in some of these companies, I would be suing for my money back and my investments because they're clearly not using them to make money anymore. Right?
Let's all just take a breath.
Oh, we've made enough enemies already that we hardly need more.
Really? You didn't think about that before? Cast damages foes as they join an encounter. Units become heroic, then lose rarity. Over 5 counters. For every 5 encounters, so we got less than that. That's really good.
A sudden surge.
Yeah, so what got heroic then? A smoldering ring. Okay. Actually, why don't we just look it up, right? So this is affecting warmth gain and smoldering ring. Okay. We'll take that. I am liking this, though. You gotta remember, now that I've got 4, or 3, thingies, I'm also getting a, bonus to my common boons as well. They've all got upgraded rarities. So this is stupid. Now you're dead. Let's move on to you. Now you're dead. Any other one? Just you. There we go. It's gone. So yeah, I am kind of waiting for it, because I generally think like a lot of stuff like that is going to end up being like publicized in particular places, and you'll see a bunch of shareholders all banding together for a class action lawsuit over companies that are making poor business decisions and not actually benefiting in the growth of the company. Because the moment they've been hiding by over recent years by sacking staff to increase profit margins more and more. And it's got to the point now where that won't even really work. That gives you an upgraded rarity, but it's quite a lot. We want that to increase everything else. More damage to armor seems interesting, but we don't really care. Slain. Or light. I'll take the Lightning Lance extra upgrade. Armor and this boon. Mint condition. Oh no, 5% for each of our Earth boon.
The forge of the heavens.
Let us face off against time. But yeah, it's just kind of funny really now. Right.
Hello again, my girl.
Hello indeed.
You somehow reached the mountain of the gods. Clashed with Prometheus himself, he claims. Whichever path you choose, we Titans shall be there.
Good. Then I have every opportunity to slay you all. So you liberated the prisoner of Olympus in exchange for his servitude? I heard Prometheus once had integrity.
Oh, but he has it still, which is the reason he has joined my cause. Besides, who better to lead my strike forces against Olympus than one who was so unjustly wronged by the gods? For I cannot do everything myself.
So you say. So yeah, I'm a little bit I wouldn't really say fed up with it, because it just happens, right? It's just kind of funny that this is how some people run a business, and not like a cheap business, like a multi-million-pound business as well, right? I guess part of it may just be the lacks of like lower interest. Like, some of the consultancy work I used to do at one point was making upper-end managers get more interest in the lower-end performance of their company. Because I believed at the time, as well as for them, it was important for them to do so. Because a lot of people would just learn to accept that stuff was just terrible, right? Never actually fix it. And they'd be like, oh yeah, but that's the way it's always been done, right? And that's my pet phrase I hate with passion. That's the way we've always done things. You know? Phase 2, let's go. So yeah, there is a bit of a annoyance on that front for me. Never gonna deny it, right? Interesting. I mean, overall, is it really that much of a problem? Eh. Only if you're a company that wants to make money in the future, right? You're taking a lot of damage here. I think he's dead now anyway. There we go.
Once more you bring me low, but not for long. But time cannot be stopped.
Hey, not bad. I've still got it. Been a while, but we still can defeat Kronos.
What did I tell you?
I will admit that was pretty cool though. Fiery uppercut and just like really start wailing into people. So good with that dash strike.
A gift.
I am chuffed to bits.
So much for the ravages of time.
Interesting
The
indeed.
chamber's down the hall.
I really wish I could see everything.
Some marble.
You know? Is there anything else? Nah, I guess not. Try and proceed.
Perhaps after this point, the three fates suddenly appear and say, "Well done, Belinui. But we shall now take care of everything." And then they do. How happy of an outcome that would be.
Thanks, Homer.
Return to Shadow now.
Time cannot be stopped. So true. Yes, we know. We kind of defeated that again. Hey, I enjoyed that. That was a good run.
Good enough.
That was a very good run. Let's do our trend.
You think that you achieved a victory, witch? You merely prolonged your demise, for the Titan whom you vanquished possesses but the smallest fraction of my power.
So you heard. I'm surprised and humbled that you deigned to pay my meager accomplishments any heed, O Spirit. How did you know?
I am all-knowing.
Also, the shades out there were going off about it. Some of them are right outside the tent. Told them they can't come in, but they're still out there, I think.
Thank you for keeping them at bay.
Ah, Dora.
Oh, hello.
Indeed, those shades.
So...
You can take my gifts.
Yes.
That I accomplished.
Oh, hey.
Stop littering. I hate picking up after you.
You've seen firsthand the suffering out there, from all the endless warring between Kronos and the gods, but you're entirely unmoved.
Who says I'm unmoved? On the contrary, it makes me all emotional. I'm trying to live in the moment and everything, but I just know I'm going to look back on this and think, these were the best of times.
For you, not for anybody else.
Yes, and?
Fair point. Can't argue.
A positive outcome.
Fresh from the pot.
Let's collect my concoction. And what else can we do? Ooh. There's a reflection to get more molly, so we get more trials. The ambrosia. And dissolutions of time. But I don't have any entropy. Where do you get entropy from? Interesting. Interesting. I got plasma, I got fabric, I just need more molly. Which I think you get from the surface, right?
So, the arms of night have revealed to you some of their former selves. Or future selves, perhaps? Few have earned the right to bear such weapons, much less take advantage of their different likenesses.
Because I'm awesome.
The various aspects I've discovered. Some of the bearers I know well. Medea, Artemis. They're all connected to you, aren't they?
It is not as simple as you may presume. You bear a set of artifacts whose aim is to safeguard the underworld. Each aspect is of somebody who played a part in this, or shall.
It seems I'm in good company.
Impressive work.
Interesting.
Your little garden there has cheered this old place up a bit, goddess. In trying times, such simple pleasures often first to fade. Precisely when they're needed most.
Little garden.
Thank you, and pleased to hear it, great tactician. Though I'd not expected a mere flower patch to leave such an impression on someone like you.
Come now, all I do is pay attention to details. Victory comes to those whose hearts are predisposed. I mean, look at us. Our spirits are quite literally all we have. And now flowers.
Help keep an eye on them for me, would you?
Of course.
And now flowers. The mandrakes. Let's collect them all. What else can we plant? Mystery seeds. The good old classics. We do need more seeds. I guess I should focus on getting more of those then, shan't we, in the future?
Well... Have you met Artemis out there? I suppose it may be worth repeatedly disobeying orders for the chance to see her.
What would you know of it? You really think I'm sneaking out into those woods just to fool around?
Yeah.
Is everything all right between the two of you, at least?
It's fine.
Welcome, Lord Charon.
Indeed. We'll take my cloth.
Good evening, broker.
What is in the shop today? Buy the nectar. Laws. Get an ambrosia. Thank you very much.
How'd it go? Okay.
And then we could do the flavor of all keepsakes. Prioritize keepsake. Yeah, might as well do that. Because it'd be nice just to make sure that I always start with one in particular. Because I am a moron, and I will forget to do stuff consistently on everything I ever do. No hypnos.
Rest well.
Please, I want you to wake up. I want to hear you speak again, because you're also absolutely hilarious. So, now I've got another bird. Invite. What does he do, though? What does the bird do? So, occasionally pecks for 5 damage, leaving them marked. Bonus critical chance. Support tool. There's mining. Interesting. Interesting.
I now
And
can remember a keepsake to
I can
start
now
with tonight.
prioritize, and it tags it every single time when I start with it.
All
Cool.
right.
Nice. I guess we'll leave it here for today. So again, yeah, if you do enjoy these videos, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care.